Let me ask y'all something. Imagine if you wake up and you have to continue your boring old life just doing your job. A job that you completely hated to the point where you wish that you would die. And then, as you're on your way to work, you encounter a zombie. What would you do? Would you A, start freaking out and start running away as fast as possible? 2, would you stand still, frozen from fear? Or 3, get excited because you don't have to go to work? Let me introduce you to someone named Akira Tendo. This man might have had the worst job ever, I'm not gonna lie. He had to watch his girl that he liked get dicked down by the manager like multiple times, had to hear it. So basically he's on that sneako type of timing because he's a cuck. During that whole time, almost working at the job, it was just miserable as hell. He's just being abused. Some nigga was literally pissing blood, I believe. I don't know, it was like mentioned in the first episode, some crazy shit. It just seemed like a horrible workspace. But then eventually a zombie apocalypse broke out. Zom 100 Hit or Shit. If you're not familiar with Hit or Shit is a series that I do where I review animes or any other show. Maybe movies or games. I'm still thinking on what to do with it. But Zom 100 is long overdue. I was supposed to do it months ago, but I couldn't get around to it. Anyways, enough talk. Zom 100 Hit or Shit. Let's dive right in. The whole time while I was watching it, in the first 3 episodes, it was sort of like, okay, this is an art anime, but I sort of read all this, so I wasn't really invested until I got to the certain parts where I didn't read it. I read the first manga book. But then once I got to the part where I didn't read it, that's where I sort of got invested. Because all the characters have a room to shine, if I'm being 100% honest. It's like, it doesn't really leave anyone out. Everyone gets a good amount of screen time, which is honestly what I like about certain animes. Because, you know, every anime, not everyone gets certain screen time, unfortunately. And like I said in the beginning, Akira had a crush on this one girl, and the whole time she's getting dicked down by the manager or something. Because there's a scene that shows them in a closet or his office or some shit. That was a hard watch. And then after the zombie apocalypse started, he was like, oh, I'm gonna go ask that girl out, since he literally thought the zombie apocalypse was better to live in than the life where he always worked at that job, which just shows how hell it was, how dog shit it was. So then he gets to that girl's house and then he's like, oh yeah, I'm about to hit, yes sir. And then that nigga walks off well, at least I saw her naked. Bro, what? No, she's dead. What are you talking about? At least I saw her naked. What do you mean? I guess that's one way to write her off or some shit like that, where they both get turned into zombies just by fucking, I guess. Or I don't really remember how they even turned into zombies. Guess we'll figure out once I look back at that. Then you also got when Ikura met Shizuka, how goofy that scene was, where she just took his bike. Then the wine and dining with flight attendants, that was a pretty fun arc, or whatever type of episode that was, motivational ass episode or some shit. Shit, my hair, bro, no way. My hair always looks dog shit, bro. I can never get it to look decent at all. But then there's this one trope that just always, it's like, why are you doing that, bro? It's when Kencho kept showing his ass. Why are you doing that? Especially when he did it in front of the miner, bro. Why would you do that? I get it, it's funny, but bro, please. I would just have to pause or something and just rethink on what the hell am I doing with my life watching this shit. But don't get me wrong, it was actually sort of funny, but you know, it's just, yeah. Then you got when they met Beatrix, or whatever her name was, the German girl, I think she was obsessed with Japanese culture. I wonder what happened if they got an American that was obsessed with Japanese culture. That's something I don't want to think about. But then one part that always stands out to me is the evil list of the dead, or whatever the hell that was called. That shit was malicious. What do you mean forcefully kiss a girl? Why does it have to be forcefully, bro? Why can't it just be with consent? It can be consensual, you don't need to make it weird. I just kind of wish that they dove into that storyline and made it a bit longer, and it would lead into season 2, to be honest, because I feel like it wasn't really as long. But the way they would need to do that was to literally have them kill off Akira's parents. That's the only way they'd be able to do it. And not gonna lie, if I was the writer of Zom 100, I would have did that. If they had the balls, they would have killed them off. And that girl with the dog. And the dog too. Yeah, the same dog that was humping that chicken. Why was the dog humping the chicken? I don't understand. I don't understand niggas, bro. Then there was also a part in the show where they keep teasing Shizuka, Y'all know who I'm trying to talk about, but they're always teasing that she's about to get with Akira, which is obviously, I could see it happening unless some crazy shit happened in the manga. Please don't spoil it for me. Yeah, like in that hot tub or that hot spring scene. Very uncomfortable, by the way, but it's an anime, so I'm sort of used to it. Just know all those sexual innuendos and shit happen in any other animes. I'm making it seem like animes for degenerates. I apologize. The wine and dining with flight attendants part, that was like a fever dream, because why is that so specific? And especially with that one dude literally got bit by a zombie and he's still like, that's one thing with a lot of zombie apocalypse shows, they do that. Like in All of Us Are Dead, there's a lot of people who are bit by zombies and they just don't say anything. Like, I get it, you're in denial, but pal, no, you're gonna rot in hell just for doing that, man. Anyways, when Kencho first jumped off that building and scraped his ball sack, that was pretty funny. However, I felt the pain, because that shit, I feel like I think I would rather get shot than scrape my balls. I don't know. But Zom 100, hit or shit? That is a hit. Overall, I really enjoyed the show. It kept me invested the whole time, except for that one episode though, where they're kind of building the treehouse. That was sort of meh, but even then, it was also pretty fine. But yeah, it's just, there's really nothing negative you could say about it. Just some things feel a little rushed. But it's like, I guess the writer did the best that they could. I don't know how you could slow things down with writing like that, or with like how you want the story to go, because after all, it is just the first season. Because with some shows, it takes like a season before things start taking off. Like respectfully, with Link Click, season 1 was pretty decent, but season 2 was far much better. Like so much better. It's the same case with Noragami too. And I love Noragami. I still gotta catch up on the manga. Apparently it's ending soon.